Hello, welcome to the seventh video on ecotourism. I'm Omar Amin Mohammed from the Department of Biological Sciences, Bauchi State University, Gado. In our previous video, we talked about a unique group of animals called ungulates, and we look at their taxonomy, which is basically the Artiodactyl and the Perissodactyl. There is a unique group in these subgroups, which is called antelopes. And the term antelope is used for any of numerous old world grazing and browsing hoof mammals that belong to the family Bovidae, order Artiodactyla. Now, antelopes can account for more than two-thirds of the approximately 135 species of ruminants with hollow horn that she code in the family Bovidae. Basically, they have the four chambers of the stomach, the ruminal reticulum, omasum, and obamasum. And in some cases, they usually include the cattle, the sheep, and the goats. They often found various regions. They are often found in various regions of Africa and Eurasia, meaning Europe and Asia. Antelope comprise a wastebasket taxon. Now, this wastebasket taxon is a miscellaneous group within the family Bovidae, encompassing all old world ruminants that may not be bovine, sheep, and goats. So now in this definition, it excludes the bovines or the bovine, the sheep, and the goats. So this waste basket taxon, which is also known as waste bin taxon, dustbin taxon, or catch-all taxon, is a miscellaneous group used by some taxonomists to refer to a taxon that has the sole purpose of classifying organisms that do not fit anywhere else. Now, if you look at them, basically, you can't just say they belong to a particular group or a tribe, but they basically have a common name, which is called ungulate, based on the features they have in common. So antelope are considered to be the sister group of the deers within the infraorder Pecora. Now, a group of antelope is called a herd. Now, let's look at them closely. Now, we have various kinds of antelopes, and I'm going to be specific to those that are found in Africa in most cases. And this is called a saiga. The saiga tartarica. It is basically a semi-desert and steppes and grassland antelope. It is found in the Eurasia. It's just unique. That's why I included it, despite the fact that it's not found in Africa. If you look at the nose, it displays sexual dimorphism. There's difference between the male and the female. The next one is the impala, Ipecerus melampus. It also exhibits sexual dimorphism. Its habitat is the woodland and the savanna. It's found in eastern and southern part of Africa with a gestation period of some 6 to 7 months. Let's take a good look. This is the male and this is the female. Then there is the Sunni, which is known as the Neutragus moscutus. Is basically a forest and a thicket, which is a dense growing bush trees or habitat. It's found in Kenya and South Africa with a 6 to 7 months gestation period. Let's look closer. You see the male has a horn, but the female does not have a horn. Now the next one is the black buck, which is antelope Savicapra. It lives in grassy plains and tilly forest areas located in India, Nepal, and Pakistan with a gestation period of 6 months. So you can see the male is blackish and the female is not so blackish. The next one is the common eland, the Tauratragus oryx. And it's basically a savanna type and a plain type animal in the eastern and southern Africa. In fact, some of them are even found in West Africa. And this is the male, and this is the female. 9-month gestation period. And this is the grey rhebok, the Pellia capriolus. It is a grassy and mountainous type of organism found in South Africa with 7-month gestation period. Let's look closer. You can see the male and this is the female. It also exhibits the sexual dimorphism, the difference between male and female structure. And this is the sabale antelope. It's very big. It is the Hippotragus niger. If we look closer, see the difference between the male and the female. It's found in Eastern and South Africa, 9 month gestation period. And this is the blue wildebeest. We have various kind of wildebeest. We have the blue wildebeest and the black wildebeest. And this blue wildebeest is very, very common in the Serengeti, which is in Tanzania. And it belongs to the subfamily Alicelapini. And it is a woodland and grassland type of organism with 8.5 month gestation period. This is the male, and this is the female. The next one is the natal duca, or the natal red duca, or just commonly called the duca, because we have various kind of duca. It is a forest and dense bush habitat central to southern Africa with 8 month gestation period. If I look at it closer, look at the horns of the male, while this is the female with no horns. And this is the Cobus cup, which is basically unique. In fact, this is the symbol of the Borgus sector of the Kainji Lake National Park. It is found in central and western part of Africa. It lives in the forest and dense bush habitat with 8.5 month gestation period. The male has horns, and typically unique horns, so to say, and the female do not have horns. And they exhibit what's called the polygyny, polyandry, and what have you, depending on the needs of the herd. Now, this is what's called the oribi, the Auribia oribi. It's also a forest dense bush habitat, eastern, southern, and western Africa, 6 to 7 month gestation periods. And if you can see, it also exhibits sexual dimorphism. The male has horns, and the female does not have horns. And then we also have this is the springbok, Antidocus marsupialis. It also exhibits some little kind of sexual dimorphism in terms of size. The male is bigger than the female. And yeah, grassland, shrubland, and deserts. They are located in southern and southwest Africa, 5 to 6 month gestation period. And this is the Thompson gazelle, which belongs to the subfamily Antilopine Euducus thomsini. It's a savanna and a grassland type of organism. It's found in Eastern Africa, 5 to 6 month gestation period. It also exhibits sexual dimorphism. Look at the male and the female, and the difference. And then we have the Western hartebeest. And the Western hartebeest, which basically belong to the subphylum Alcelapine, Alcelapus bucelaphus. It is located in Eastern Africa, and of course, in some cases in Western Africa, with a 5 to 6 month gestation period. And a little bit closer, see the difference between the male and the female. This is the end of today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to see other videos. Cheers. See you soon.